Okay, so I'm going to make here a quick little video. This recipe is actually in the cookbook that I gave you. It's for pot roast, but this is a little different than the recipe because I do this kind of whatever my mood ends up being. That's what kind of goes in the pot roast. So this is a 3 to 4 pound chuck roast, and this one was $27.98. It was 3.5 pounds. It wasn't on sale. It was $7.99 a pound. Chuck roast is a little more expensive. All beef is a little more expensive than it used to be, but I usually buy my chuck roast on sale, and it's usually a lot better than $27 when they're on sale. You can get them for $4.99 a pound on a good sale. So I stick it in the pot, in the crock pot on high, and then I put in, again, pretty much this is all to taste, some salt and pepper, a little bit of beef broth, usually 2 cans of, I like the fire roasted diced tomatoes. You can use any kind you like. I just like these. A bag of, they're about, I think, 50 cents a can. This thing, I think, is this beef broth, I think it was 99 cents maybe, but I usually get it on sale again. These bags of Kroger vegetables are only $1 a bag, and I keep lots of chopped up onion. Saves a lot of time, and it's very convenient, and it's only $1. And then a bag of mixed raisins. I don't remember how much this was, but I bet you it was under $1. A little bit of balsamic vinegar. This time I'm using my cherry infused balsamic vinegar. Some Worcestershire sauce. I like using thyme, cilantro, and cumin. Those are my go-to spices for pot roast. But you can also add all kinds of things. Your favorite barbecue sauce. Hoisin sauce is perfect for pot roast. I use this a lot, but I don't think I'm going to use it this time. You could add some paprika if you like that kind of flavor. Another optional thing that I sometimes use, but I'm not going to use on this one, is a can of mushrooms. And you throw that in with the juice. Also, these tomatoes, I'm going to put it in with the juice. So I'm going to pause this and put all this stuff in and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I have all those things in there, and it sort of kind of looks like this. You can mix it up some if you like, but this is going to all cook down. And I just put a splash of the beef broth. You don't really want a whole lot of liquid in here right now. You want it to sort of kind of look like this. So you put everything in here, including the juice that was in the tomatoes. And then you put a little bit of the beef broth to get it to look like this. So you don't want it to be too saucy. You can always add more of this later, depending on whatever else you're going to put in. You could also put in a can of beans. I like using black beans. There's all kinds of things I'll throw into this depending on my mood. But I'm going to cook this for at least 3 hours on high. Or if you set this up before you go off to work in the morning, you want to put it on low. You want to put it on the low setting. If it's going to be cooking for more than 6 hours, and you could leave this puppy in here all day, it will be fine, but this is going to cook for at least 3 hours on high. And then I am going to add, again, these are $1 a bag, a bag of peas and carrots, a bag of green beans, and a bag of corn. And I said sometimes I do also add a can of black beans. It depends on what mood I'm in. So what I like to do after 3 to 4 hours, when the pot roast is done, and you know it's done because it's not pink anymore, I take it out and I chop it up into bite-sized pieces. And then I put the bite-sized pieces back into the stew broth. And then, and I also cut off the fatty pieces. And then I stick the bags of veggies in the microwave and warm them up. And then I'm going to put you down for a second so I can get out some scissors. And just open up the bags of veggies and plop them in. So, bag of... Okay, so I had dinner and I had a bowl of the stew for dinner. And so here's the leftovers of what was left over. So I've got 6 lunch-size meals. I've got 2 large meals, or a meal for 2 people. 2 meals for 2 people. And so that was, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, about 10 meals out of $33, about $33 to $35, and I've ended up with 10 meals. And I can put these in the refrigerator, I can put them in the freezer, and then I just microwave them. I can add more beef broth if I like, if I want it soupier, or I can just leave it like it is and have it with a piece of bread or some crackers, and so that makes about $3.50 a meal. And I happen to like eating this beef stew that I make, and hope you do too.